What's up, goodies? Welcome back to your girl channel and to my kitchen, how to cook. And honey, today your girl is going to show you how she make her Jamaican brown stew chicken back and cabbage in my kitchen fast, easy and simple. So make sure to subscribe, turn on your post notification so you will always be reminded whenever your girl upload a brand new video. Make me start cook now.
Remember where you're coming from. You don't remember where you're coming from. You don't remember where you're coming from. Rastafari, why you turn your back on your brother when him need you? You don't remember the days when him feed you. You know when no obligation but you want some respect. All you need to do is just give him what you forget. Turn your back on your brother when him need you.
Okay, goodies, you ready to cook? Let's cook. Now I have my chicken back here that has already been washed nice and clean with salt, lemon juice and vinegar. Now I did keep on the skin part, one section of the skin on the chicken back. Now if you don't like bony parts of the chicken, and this recipe is not for you. Now when you're preparing this chicken back, make sure that you clean out the inside of the chicken. And like I noted before, I did keep on the skin part of the chicken because that is going to give my chicken back some kind of a moisture on the inside. Now let's get into seasoning up this chicken back, right? Alright, now I'm gonna add some salt to it, of course, for added flavor. Not too much, just a tad bit, because your girl in fact really lock down on them salting there. Now I am going to add a tad bit of black pepper. To that I'm going to add some onion powder. Combination of the onion powder, we're going to go in and add some garlic powder, right? Moving right along, we're going to give it more flavor. So we're going to go in and add our chicken season because we are cooking chicken, right? Chicken back. Now to that, I'm going to add some of this salt-free season to balance out that chicken season because it does have salt contents in it. So we're going to balance it out with this, and this is totally optional. Now we're going to go in and give it some color. So I'm going to add some paprika to it. And to the paprika, we're going to go in with a little bit of ginger. And you can use powdered ginger if you'd like as well. It does the same thing. I'm going to also add some garlic, fresh garlic to it. And I'm going to add just a tad bit of this thyme here. And I'm using dried thyme. You could use fresh thyme if you'd like. Perfect. You know what I'm saying? Now to that, I'm going to add some allspice, pimento seed if you want to call it that. Now I added about 8 pimento seed. Of course, the girl never cook without our vinegar, so I'm going to go in and add some apple cider vinegar to it, or any kind of vinegar where you want to add. This is my food coloring, browning, or whatever you want to call it. Now I only added probably about a tablespoon of that. Right? Give it a really good mix. Now I'm going to let this sit for about 30 minutes. 30 minutes, that is all that I need. However, you can let this sit overnight in your refrigerator if you'd like, or you could give it just a little bit more time as you so please in your kitchen. But in my kitchen, at 30 minutes, me I get. That's it. Now I'm going to go ahead and just wrap it up in my plastic wrap and put it in our nice little section in my kitchen until I'm ready to feed. Now moving right along, we're going to get our veggies prepped while our little chicken back are going to chill out for 30 minutes, right? Now I'm using bell pepper, so I'm using red and green. However, goodie, you can use pink, orange, purple, you know, whatever, floral, light blue, any color bell pepper what you want to use. Go ahead and just throw it in there. Bell pepper. Now I'm using a small onion here because I'm not cooking too much of the chicken back, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just cut that into chunks and add it to the rest of my vegetables. Now for this recipe, I'm going to be using my scotch bonnet because you can't cook chicken back anything without scotch bonnet. So I'm going to add 1 scotch bonnet to it. I already cut up my tomatoes and my scallion. I'm going to go ahead and just put that on the platter. Now let's cut up our cabbage. I'm using a half of an extra large cabbage here, right? Now it depends on how much you cook for. Maybe you're cooking for way more than I'm cooking for. I'm cooking for about 4. But you can definitely add more cabbage to it. Because remember, once cabbage touch heat, it shrink. So go ahead definitely and put more cabbage if you like. I cut mine in cubes, but you can cut it in your desired pieces. It doesn't matter, and any old cabbage will do. Now moving to the big thing, right? In a pot I added some oil, not too much. Then I added my chicken back skin side down. Why? Because when it fries, the juices from that chicken is going to be trapped in that chicken skin. And remember, you are cooking chicken back, so you want it to have flavor into those bones, if you know what I mean. Only a Jamaican would understand what I'm talking about when I'm cooking this chicken back, right? Now, after a few minutes, I'd say about 5 minutes, because of the browning, you don't want it to stay too long on that side. So just go ahead and flip it on the other side and give it another 4 to 5 minutes on medium heat, and that should cover the coloring process. Okay, now after about a total of maybe 10 minutes or so, you want to go ahead and remove all your chicken back from the oil. Now that oil right there, you want to go ahead and throw some of that oil off. Do not get rid of all of it. You do need that because it has a lot of flavor in it. It's going to flavor up your meat. So just throw off a little bit of it. That's it. And we need that good stuff in that pot bottom plate flavor. Now just go ahead and add your cabbage into that oil, and again your fire's on medium heat, and add your vegetables in. Go ahead and just spin up all that flavor, all that good flavors you have sitting in the bottom of that pot. Bring it on up to the surface, honey. All over your cabbage and all over your vegetables. As a combination, we're going to turn this thing up a notch and give it all the flavors that that cabbage need. Remember, you have to season up your cabbage for it to taste good. Don't just depend on the meat for good flavor. Season up your cabbage, your vegetables. Now, how I seasoned it was pretty simple. Simple. Okay, so this is what I did. I added just a tad bit of black pepper, right? A little bit of that. And then I added the salt. So that's going to give it a lot of flavor, yes, but I didn't put too much. Now, this is what I use. This Grace Caribbean vegetable season is everything. But now if you don't have your vegetable season, just go ahead and add some all-purpose season of your choice. To that I added about 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, because remember, your girl are cut down on the salt business, so I'm using unsalted butter here. With my fire still on medium heat, give it a good mix, and as you can see, all the flavors that was trapped, all the drippings from that chicken back is all over my vegetable, just like Omi want it to be. Nice and simple. Now I'm not going to pop my pepper, but of course if you like you can pop yours. Me afraid of pepper, so I'm going to leave it whole. Now to that I went in and added the chicken back on top of the cabbage, just like I'm doing here. And remember, your fire is still on that medium heat. Do not put it on high heat because you're going to burn up the thing. Do not put it on low heat because the cabbage you're going to sweat and you're going to end up have cabbage and chicken back soup, and we don't want that. So make sure your fire is on medium heat only. If you're still here watching me cooking, you must like the recipe so far. So just go ahead and make sure that you're subscribed if you've not, and go ahead and check out my second channel, Life with Juliana. The link for that channel will be listed down below, and all the ingredients that I use for this recipe will also be listed down below. go. Now in my container that I used to season up my meat, I went ahead and added about a half cup of water and poured it all over my cabbage and chicken back. Little bit of ketchup, because why? Because I love ketchup. It is optional for you, but it's a must for me on my chicken back recipe right here. Now, as you can see, everything is ready. It looks really, really good. Nice and so yum. We are going to allow this thing to steam, not for too long because you don't want to overcook and end up with soggy cabbage. Cover it up for at least 5 minutes. That's it right there. 5 minutes top, because remember, you don't want the cabbage to be overcooked. Okay, start spinning it up, mixing it all around with your fire still on though. Just turn it around and get that cabbage juices all over that chicken back. Yes, the thing is looking so good, and the smell that is coming from that pot, I really some yard in this. Let me tell you something. I remember eating this thing here with some boiled dumpling rundown with my friend them. Yes, boo, the good old days. Look at that. Chicken back, brown stew chicken back, and cabbage in your kitchen every time straight, any day of the week. You can have this. If you love chicken back, well, this is one of the recipes that you will have to try. It is so filling, and honey, your girl went far and beyond because I had to put it on the plate. Oh yes, honey, I did. I put it on the plate so you could see that not only can you eat this thing with dumpling, but you can also eat it up with just about anything that you like in your kitchen. This is one of those go-to meals that you just have to try, honey. You just have to try. I tried mine with rice and peas, gungo rice and peas, some veggies, some avocado, and some string beans, honey. It was good. So listen, make sure to share the recipe with your friends and your family. Tell them what's going on over here. Bring them, come and send them, come, I'm waiting. After you done do that, tell me what you want to see me cook next in my kitchen. And remember, as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy.